back to my channel. If you don't already know who I am, my name is Michael and I am a first year at the University of California, Santa Barbara, or UCSB for short. So I did a video about my college dorm room and I gave a little tour, so definitely go check that out. I'll link that up in the cards above. But a lot of people are asking me what is a freshman summer start program, or FSSP for short, because I kind of mentioned it briefly in my video. So I just decided that I would make a video for you all explaining the process and just the program and what it really entails. So if you aren't already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up, and you can comment down below if you want to see more videos like this or what kind of videos you want to see. But just before we begin and get started, I just want to say that these opinions are mine. They are not owned by the University of California, Santa Barbara, or UCSB, and I was not paid or sponsored to create this video. These opinions are mine and I just decided to make this video for you all. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so when I was applying to all of these universities and all of these colleges, I was kind of just thinking about what I wanted to do for the summer and also where I was going to end up, because that's really a big part of the college process. So I remember applying to UCSB, and when I got accepted, they sent me this pamphlet about the freshman summer start program. I was like, what is this? And the pamphlet had all these details about this program, and it had a little video for me to watch, and I checked it out and I was like, wow, this is incredible. But I still wasn't sure if I was gonna go to UCSB. So I remember just applying to this program called Freshman Summer Start Program. So the Freshman Summer Start Program, or as it is referred to as FSSP, that is a program where you come 6 weeks earlier to UCSB than any of the incoming freshmen. And you basically take classes that you're interested in, meet new people, and you live in this one residence hall called San Nicolas Hall. That residence hall is so nice because it's close to the beach and the lagoon, and you're basically in this one building with about 500 freshmen who are all starting their collegiate career as well as you, so you have a chance to like meet them and become friends with them, and it's just really, really cool. So I just remember applying to this program, and I wasn't really sure if I was gonna go to UCSB, and I wasn't sure if this is something I wanted to do, but I just had it as a backup plan just in case. So basically my application was just why I went to the Freshman Summer Start Program and questions just like that. So I just remember filling it out, paying the application fee, because I believe the application fee is about $25. They just want to make sure that if you are accepted, then that's part of the fees for the program. But basically for the program, you come early, you move in the weekend before session B starts, because for UCSB there is an optional summer quarter and you can do session A or B, but when you are an incoming first year, you do session B. So you move in a weekend earlier and you get your room assignment, you meet your roommate, you set up all your room, you have all these activities as well. It's really, really fun. It's really like welcoming you to UCSB and your first year, the beginning of it. And then after that Monday, you do start classes. So I just remember that me wanting to do this program was me just wanting to get out of the house early, because I just wanted to just be on my own and really just be able to have a transition for college. But I'll get into that a little bit later. So basically the program is 6 weeks. So you start at the beginning of August and you finish in the middle of September, and you finish a week before fall classes do start. So you have that week to go back home. You can stay, but you do have to pay to stay for that week. But I just went back home and I just hung out with a few friends and family before I had to go back to actually start the beginning of my freshman year, fall quarter, where everyone else was going to be. So for the program, to be able to get into the program, you basically just do the application, and if there's space, then they're gonna let you into the program. So now I kind of want to talk about classes. So when you do go ahead and register for the program, they're gonna send you an email saying whether or not you are accepted. For the most part, you're gonna be accepted if there is any room in the program. But after that, they tell you to go online and they send you this email with all the classes and information about the classes that are going to be offered during session B that you are able to take. So for the classes, since you are coming in as a first year, you do have to take lower division classes. So these are courses numbered 1 through 99. And these courses can range from sociology, you can take a writing course, a feminist studies course as well. You can also take like Greek mythology. That's a really popular one. That one is actually taught by the director of the program. And you can also take like psychology, just classes that seem really interesting to you. You go on the sheet, you fill out all the courses that you're interested in. You kind of want to put them in order of your preference. So if you want to take sociology, put that as your number 1. And if you want to take Greek mythology, put that as your number 2, and so on. And after you go ahead and fill out this sheet, you send it in to one of the directors for the Freshman Summer Start program. And then they're gonna send you back your schedule within a few weeks. And if there's room in the classes that you chose for your schedule, then they're gonna put you in that. And if not, then you still have the option of going ahead and adding different classes. But they just want to make sure that you have a bunch of classes that you're interested in, so then you can go ahead and put those in preference. So then say that your top 3 were filled up, then they'll go ahead and put you in the other classes that you have on your list. But you just want to have an idea of what kind of classes that you do want to take. So the recommended unit amount for you to take when you come into the Freshman Summer Start program is anywhere ranging from about 9 to 10 units. That's because for summer sessions, they fly by. You have 6 weeks to learn all the instruction, as opposed to being in a regular quarter where you would have 10 weeks to learn all of the material. So for the Freshman Summer Start program, I took 9 units. So that consisted of taking 2 courses and their mandatory seminar, because you do have to take a 1-unit seminar. So my courses were each 4 units and my seminar was 1 unit. It was a really great balance. Like, I remember I started class at 11 o'clock and it was from 11 to 12:50, I believe. And then, or it may have been 12:15. And then I had class from 2 to 3:15 after that, or 3:20, somewhere around there. But it was really great because I started late and I still got out pretty early, so I had the rest of my day. And I could do homework later, and I could even do it in the morning before class. So I guess we can transition into how classes went for me. So for classes, they were really interesting. I really enjoyed taking all the classes that I did have. So I decided to take a sociology class for my major, and I decided that I wanted to take it during session B during the program because I wanted a smaller class, and I also just wanted to be able to make sure that this was something I wanted to do before I started class in the fall. So for the class sizes, they are fairly small. You can be in a class with as many as 200 maybe, and then I remember I was in one with 30 people. But it just depends on the subject. Like, a writing course could be 20 people, and the sociology course I was in was 60 people. So it just depends on the subject that you are taking. So I took sociology and I took a writing course, and I also took the mandatory seminar. I did enjoy my classes. I ended up getting A's in my classes. A lot of people say that getting A's in college is hard, but as long as you just put in the work, you go to office hours, or you reach out for the resources on your campus, then you can definitely get an A in a course, and you can even get a 4.0. So in terms of courses, we did have a midterm, we did have a final, and I did have to write some essays as well. It was not too much on my plate. I was able to manage my time to still be able to do all the things that I wanted to do. So all the activities, like going out to lunch or dinner with friends and going to the beach and doing stuff like that. So I felt like it was really just a great time for me to not only find myself, but be able to focus on my academics and see how college is challenging, but you have to put in the work. So now I want to talk about housing and the meal plan. So as I kind of mentioned earlier, you will be living in San Nicolas Hall, or San Nic for short. That residence hall does house about 500 people. And for that residence hall, you will be living there for the school year as well. So you want to make sure that you are comfortable with your roommate and that you really do like the room that you're in, because you can only switch out for certain circumstances. Like if you wanted to live in one of our learning living communities, so like the Black Scholars Hall or the gender inclusive floor, something of that sort. So you want to make sure that you're really comfortable in your residence hall. And in terms of a meal plan, you are given 17 meals per week. 17 is actually a lot when you think about it. I remember that I chose to not eat in the dining commons some days and go into Isla Vista, so that's our neighboring community, and I just decided that I wasn't going to eat in the dining common because that's just something that I didn't want to do. Sometimes you get tired of the food. Sometimes it's a little repetitive. So I just decided to go ahead and eat somewhere else, and I still had swipes left over. But 17 is really a lot, to the point where you are guaranteed about 2 meals per day, and then you have 3 extra swipes where you can eat breakfast, something like that. In terms of activities for the Freshman Summer Start program, they do put out various programs throughout the program. So our resident assistants, or RAs, are required to put on programs, and these can range from like a movie night to waking up watching the sunrise, something of that sort. But one of the really cool activities that I had the chance to do was go whale watching. So we all went ahead and went to the pier, we went on a boat, and we got to tour the Channel Islands, and it was a great time. Like, I just remember having to wake up pretty early, so I was a little tired, but overall it was a great experience. I was so thankful to be able to go ahead and have this opportunity, because it was paid by the director, and it is really expensive to have a lot of people on it. But it was just fun to see all the whales and be able to go ahead and interact with people throughout the program that I have never met before. So you all may be wondering what the parties are like. I didn't go to any parties. I remember I went to my friend's cousin's house, and she and her friends were drinking, and I was just sitting there like, okay, what do I do? And they were like, do you want anything? And I'm like, no. So there are parties that do go on. If you're definitely looking for a party, you can find one in IV, but I just remember not partying. It's just something I didn't want to do, and I would just really had fun with my friends in their room, either watching Vines or something of that sort. It was really fun to do things on the weekends and just be able to go out and explore Santa Barbara. In terms of friends, you will meet a lot of people, whether it be people in your residence hall or classes. You're gonna meet a lot of people during FSSP. I remember coming to UCSB, and during orientation I met so many people, and I was really thankful for that, but I wasn't sure if they would become my friends down the line. But during FSSP, that is when you can find friends. I found some of my greatest friends during FSSP, and I'm so thankful for that, and thankful for them as well. These are people I constantly hang out with, and I reach out to them as well, and I constantly check on them because these are people I genuinely care about, and I spent a lot of time with them. And during FSSP, I was just able to really find my home and find where I fit in. A great part of that was because of the people that I hung out with, and I'm thankful that I was able to not only have this opportunity, but also just be able to meet them and have some similar interests as them as well. Many of the people that you do meet in the Freshman Summer Start program are going to be your greatest friends during your academic career, and that is because this program does really connect people, and you build relationships with these people that you are with as well. So you want to make sure that you reach out to people, you meet new people, and I know for me that's something that I really wanted to do. I remember just being in a lecture and just reaching over like, hey, what's your name, how are you? And I was able to connect with these people, from study groups with them, and even like walk to and from class with them and hang out with them outside of class. So I loved being able to get acclimated to campus. That was another really big thing for me. I know at UCSB we have about 25,000 people on campus. That can seem like a lot, but in terms of all the people on campus, it's kind of smaller than other campuses, such as like UCLA has like 45,000 people. So there are a less amount of people, but it's still a lot. So I remember just being really anxious, like, how am I gonna find my way around campus? How am I gonna find the resources? How am I gonna learn about all this stuff? So that was another reason why I decided to do this program. And that was because it would give me the opportunity to get acclimated to the campus before any of the other freshmen came, and I'll be able to find my way. So for me, I just remember that I rode my bike around campus, looked at the different buildings, I tried to find my way around campus, and I also just remember just walking around with my friends, finding out new things, finding new facts, new buildings that we wanted to explore and take classes in. So I was able to find my way around campus before anyone else came. And that played a huge role with me getting different positions, like being a tour guide and being an orientation staffer, and also like having different internships, like I'm gonna work in the visitor center, and also being able to join the UCSB cheerleading team. So this all just gave me the opportunity to find my way and find my home on campus, and I was able to explore and find new things that I really enjoyed about the school. So I'm thankful that I was able to do this program and get acclimated to the campus before anyone else came, and I would have been overwhelmed if I didn't do this, because I'm the type of person who likes to have everything in control. So me coming early gave me the opportunity to find my way and make sure that I was able to find my way around campus. Finding jobs and internships. So you can find jobs and internships on campus. I remember during FSSP, they constantly had out applications saying, do you want to work in the Arbor? That's like where our convenience store is and a lot of students hang out at. Or you could work in the bookstore or Starbucks, stuff like that. They do know that students want to work over the summer as well. So they do offer jobs on campus, and you can even work in like the dining commons and stuff like that. So you can find a job and internship on campus. You just have to go ahead and seek out that information and use your resources. That was how I was able to find out about being a tour guide and being an orientation staffer, because I was able to ask people that I knew information. I was able to ask for information from people that I already knew at UCSB, and I was also able to meet people who were tour guides and O staffers as well. I remember going back home after the program, and I met a girl on the bus, and she was a tour guide, and she was like, you should definitely apply. And now I work with her in the visitor center, and I work with her as a tour guide on the leadership board as well. I was able to just meet her and be able to find out more about the internships and jobs that I wanted on. Being anxious for the fall. I remember I was so ready for this program to end. That's just because it was getting a little bit repetitive. I would see the same people every day, the same classes every day, because classes are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and you have a section that meets on a different day. But I remember I had class Monday through Friday, and it was so repetitive. I felt like I was being in high school as well, because you're in a residence hall with 500 people. It seems that those 500 people are from your senior class of high school. So I felt like it was literally like taking all the seniors from my high school and just dumping them into this one residence hall during this one program. And I was just kind of over it, because I also wanted to go back home, and I also wanted to just explore different places and different things like outside of Santa Barbara. And also I wanted to really meet new people, like, and I was ready for the fall, ready for the different classes, and ready for the different opportunities that were coming my way. So by me doing this program, I was just ready for it to end. In a good way though. I was ready for change and I was ready for growth. But I'm glad that I was able to do this program, because for this program, I was not only able to get ahead in units, like I'll be ending this school year as a junior, which is so incredible, but I was also able to meet friends, be able to get jobs and internships, and also just be able to find out if this is somewhere I felt like I belonged as well. But I'm thankful for the opportunities that this program did offer me. I remember one thing that I really enjoyed about this program is that I met people who loved going to concerts and music festivals. Like I went to the Khalid concert with a few of my friends. It was in Santa Barbara. That was my first concert ever, and Khalid actually waved at me, so that was pretty cool. But that was my first concert. And then I also went to a music festival the week after that. I went to Day and Night with a few friends, my first ever music festival, and it was so incredible. So I'm glad that I was able to have the time to travel and go to concerts and music festivals and still do the things that I enjoyed. It just felt like just going to class for a little bit and then going to go do work and do things that I enjoyed. But overall, my experience with the Freshman Summer Start program was a great one, and I'm excited for all of you who may be thinking about applying for the program or all of you who are actually going to be doing the Freshman Summer Start program, it's a great time. You just have to make sure that you do seek out those resources and you stay involved and that you're excited for this experience. I cannot stress how much I was excited for this. I remember wanting to pack up a few months before and I'm like, I'm ready to go now. But this was such a great experience for me to have. I do want to mention that this program does cost. It is about a few $1,000s. They do offer financial aid and some scholarships as well, but it is about a few $1,000s, so you want to keep that in mind and you want to make sure that this is something you actually want to do, because you still have to pay for your room and board, your meal plan, and your books, and also the classes that you do take, because they do charge per unit. You really want to make sure that this is something that you want to do because it does cost. But overall, I would give this program a 10 out of 10 because this program really did help me find my way around UCSB and get me excited for what was to come and what still is to come with my experience at UCSB, and it just allowed me to really find my home, and I'm so thankful for this opportunity. That is it for this video. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe down below. Also, I will be linking my social media down below as well. Feel free to follow me on any of my social media platforms. If you have any questions, feel free to link them down below in the comments and I'll go ahead and respond as promptly as I can. But that is it for this video. I will see you all in the next one.